make it a better place. It'll take creation, imagination.
Hi everybody, this is Tina. Welcome to my video today, you guys. I am going to be sharing with you my 3 free card kits and my giveaway for the month of April. I know we're still in the month of March, but my card kits come out sort of towards the end of the month, so we're kicking off new card kits for this next month. I'm really excited to share with you guys these card kits because I did something really special this month. First, April is the month that, as Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, we get the retiring list, which means we will find out what is carrying over into the new catalog. And 90% of the time, like 98% of the time, all designer paper retires and we get all new paper. So I wanted to use this really cute Fox and Friends paper. It has this great color scheme of gray and Calypso Coral and Pool Party, and then some just really great designs. And I had some of this left over, so I wanted to use it. So this month, instead of having 3 completely different cards, what I did is I took this designer paper and I took this stamp set and I made 3 cards, and those are the card kits that you're going to be able to. Also, I have a really special giveaway. When you spend $50 with me, you will get this stamp set. This is a host stamp set. It is called Puns Intended, and I love it. It has the camera and it has some really great images, but then it has some really great sentiments too. So I thought it would be really fun to give this away. So when you spend $50 with me and you use the host code, you will get this stamp set and you will get these 3 card kits to put together. And all of the card kits are created with this designer paper. So let's jump in and get started. I'm going to make all 3 of these cards for you guys so you can see how to put them together. The very first one we're going to put together is this one. We're going to start with a card base of Whisper White. Your card will already be scored, so you'll just take it out of your package, and then you'll have some of these right here. You'll have all these pieces. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and attach this piece down. This is a 2-inch by 5.5-inch piece of paper. It is these great gray hearts, which I love. We'll put that right down just like that. And then we have a few other items here. So let's go ahead and do our stamping, which is going to be on the small Whisper White square. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in so you guys can see what I'm stamping. And for this one, we're going to use the light bulb. So you're just going to need some basic black ink. You can use the Memento Tuxedo ink. You can use your archival black ink pad. I wouldn't suggest using StazOn because that's not great for your photopolymer stamps. Okay, so let's go ahead and start by, we're going to stamp one that's kind of, we're going to go on this side right here, and it's going to go down the paper, just like that. So you can see it's over here on the edge. Then we're going to ink up again, and we're going to put another one. It's not going to go as far down. Just like that. Super simple, right? So the next thing we're going to do is grab our Smoky Slate ink and our Pool Party ink. And we're going to put the sentiment on here. So we're going to be using this I Love You a Watt, which is so cute. So we'll go ahead and put this sentiment down. I'm going to make sure my paper is lined up right there. We will put the sentiment there. And then we're going to take this little heart, and it's gray. We're going to dip this in the Smoky Slate. And then what I want to do is stamp off. Let's try that again. Stamp off. And then we're going to add that heart right to the card. Stamp off. And then one right there. Didn't come out exactly perfect, but you know what I say? I don't ever think it has to be perfect. So then let's layer these items. Celebrations is coming to an end, you guys. Celebrations, for every $50 you're spending, you're getting free items from Stampin' Up. So let me just show you what I did here. I'm not going to redo this on camera, but I stamped, when I was stamping off onto my mat, my stamp was hanging off the paper. So when I flipped over my white piece, I transferred ink. So we're just going to leave that for right now to put the card together. But you guys, be careful when you're stamping. Make sure you have some scratch paper under you. So the next thing we're going to do is just add adhesive to this. Don't worry, I haven't forgot my thought. We're moving right along here. Okay, so we're gonna put this down here. And I like to kind of hang it over, kind of in the middle. And then we're going to add this right here. And then we're going to add some colors. So back to what I was saying. Celebration ends at the end of this month. So for every $50 you're spending, you're getting your free items that are celebration items that are exclusive. And they are going away at the end of the month. So any items that you've not picked up, you will want to make sure that you pick up. So I colored in the heart yellow. And then what I'm going to do is just bring this down like this. I'm not coloring it all in, I'm just kind of going back and forth. And then what I'm going to do is grab my Wink of Stella, and you guys are very familiar with me using the Wink of Stella. And we'll just bring some of that color out into the rest of the light bulb, and it'll give it a little bit of glow and a little bit of glimmer. Just like that, a little bit hard to see on camera, but it's there. So let's dive into our next one, our next card, which is this one. Again, your card base will already be scored for you, folded. I'm gonna give that a good crease, and we're going to go this way with our card this time. So now we have a couple pieces of designer paper here. Now you will either have this piece with these cute little mushrooms, or you may have a piece that are these colors but little foxes. And then there's some different designs. If you wanted to do it this way, you could choose. You can mix it up a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and layer these two together, and then we're going to put this right in the middle. And it's a little bit, it's scored a little bit smaller than what I normally do with just my 1/4 inch. Okay, we have that there. So now let's do some stamping. You have 2 circles here that we're going to be layering together. And I'm going to use the camera, which is my favorite. You guys know that I love camera stamps. I have a couple, and they're my favorite to add to things. So I just want to get this nice and inked up. And then we're going to take it, and it does fit right on that circle. You got to get it right there in the middle. And if you guys hear a cat, we did add a cat to our family this week. We got a cat for our daughter Violet. She is autistic and she loves animals, and we thought it would be good for her. So the cat is getting used to us. It's been living in my office and hiding under my desk, and we're trying to help it get used to all the noise in our house. So now what we're going to do is we're going to layer this on here, but we want to do our sentiment. You have this piece right here. You're going to take your scissors, and you're just going to make a little flag. Nothing to that. We'll lay that right there. You're a little bit far away, but I want you to be able to see this. Sometimes I have to stamp this sentiment twice because I don't always get it lined up perfectly. So we'll just see how it goes. Snappy birthday. It's not too bad. So now what we're going to do is layer the circle onto the card. Use dimensionals. You could use pop dots. You could pop it up a little bit. Give it a little bit of dimension. I'm doing it flat for you guys right now. And then what we're going to do is add some adhesive to this strip. And what I'm going to do is just lift my white piece up some. Just like that. And then we're going to tuck this in here. And if you had it on dimensionals, it'd be easier to tuck in. But we'll just line that up, and then we'll press everything down. And then you can add a rhinestone right in the middle if you would like. So let's quickly, one other thing, because I'm going to add yellow to all of these. So for this one, I'm adding yellow right in the middle here, like it's like the flash part. And then we're going to do the same technique with our Wink of Stella, and that pulls that ink out and lightens it up and gives it a little bit of shimmer, which is a little bit hard to see on camera, but I promise it's there. Okay, so let's do our third card, which this one is probably my favorite. So first we're gonna do some layers here, okay? So these are all layers that are going on here, and then it's gonna go on the card front. So we can do these right away. So the black piece is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and I know that's hard to see on my mat. And then this yellow piece, this is crushed curry, and the yellow piece is 4 by 5 1/4. So we kind of have my standard layer with the 1/4 inch taken off. And then we have this piece of designer paper, which comes from the Neutrals paper stack. And this has another 1/4 inch taken off, and you could use either side. You can use the floral side or the striped side. So we will put that right there. So now you will have this, which will be your card base, and it will already be folded for you. And this card base, this card front will go onto this card base, and you will not have a border. It will cover the whole white piece. And that way, when you write inside your card, you have a white card to write in, but you have that nice black layer. So we'll just attach this, because all of this can be attached. This is nothing's getting stamped on here. So we have our card base put together. Now you have these two pieces. So this is from our scalloped square. And then this is from our stitched squares. So we're gonna stamp on this piece right here. On my website, there is a supply list. There's only one supply list this month because all of the cards use the same product and the same stamp set. So here's the little bee, and we're going to just do that in black ink. And we're gonna stamp that. And we're stamping it kind of up towards the top. So you can find the supply list on my website if you want to pick up any of these other items, or in the YouTube description below. That's brand new. So you can check that out if you would like. We're going to grab our crushed curry. And this one says just because. You could use really any of the sentiments on this stamp set. Lots of them would work, but that just because is pretty cute. So now these pieces are going to layer together, and I think that we will go ahead and pop this one up. Let's use some dimensionals. So now we will take our card base. We will add this right to the middle, just like so. Then you will have this tiny little flower. I guess it's not super tiny, but it's this cute tiny flower. It's yellow. You're gonna put a dimensional right on the back there. And then you will see the white part that shines through. We're just going to cover that up with a rhinestone. I can't help but put rhinestones in the middle of flowers. And then we will take our same crushed curry marker that we've been using, and we're just going to add some yellow. Our card kits that are free starting now when you use the host code, spend $50 and get all 3 of these card kits to make, plus the stamp set. So that is so fun. This is a great stamp set to use and add to your collection. Has great sentiments and great images. So here is all 3 card kits with that stamp set. I enjoyed seeing these card kits. I hope you will pick up the card kits and the stamp set by placing a $50 order with me. And don't forget to get any of your celebration items. This is the last few weeks for celebrations, so all of those things will be going away and you won't be able to get them. I hope you guys have a fabulous day, and I'll be back tomorrow with a special post on my website and a special video for you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you guys later.